everybody, and thanks for stopping by to talk to me, your girl LT, on Tips Tuesday. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about, give you guys some tips on losing weight without trying. I know if you're a busybody like me, I'm constantly doing things, from school, from work, from writing, to working on my clothing line, jewelry, all this other millions and one of stuff that I have to do. Not complaining. I love everything that I do, but sometimes I don't have time for me. Like, I don't take time out to actually take care of myself. What I've done was I've been doing a lot of research lately on things that I can do, to melt off those unwanted pounds without even thinking about it, without even trying. There are so many ways that we can lose weight without even hitting the gym. I'm not saying to stop hitting the gym. Definitely not saying that, because you definitely want to diet. I won't say diet. You want to change your eating habits so that you can lose weight and exercise. If it's just doing some squats, getting your energy level up, and keeping yourself motivated and energized. These are just some tips that I have for you guys, to help lose some weight, some invisible weight, we should say, without even trying. The first thing I wanted to tell you guys about was, you can actually melt your fat by sleeping. I know this sounds a little fictitious. I don't know if some of you are aware of this, but if you get at least 7.5 hours per sleep, per day, and this was actually coming from a recent 14-day study, and the study showed that folks who slept 7.5 hours per night lost an astounding 55% more body fat than those who slept around 5.5 hours. So those who get fewer sleep, what they do is, they trigger a rise in ghrelin. I'll make sure I'm saying that right. It's spelled Ghrelin, ghrelin, which is a hormone that starts to burn fat and increases your appetite. Basically, what it's saying is, when you sleep more, you have to get at least 7.5 hours per sleep a day, people. I know it's hard, with us working and taking care of other things and taking care of other people. It's kind of hard to maintain that type of sleep per day, but that's definitely something that you want to do on a regular basis, is sleep as much as you can. So definitely try to get your 7.5 hours in, and that can help melt away some of those pounds while you sleep. Another thing you want to do is definitely eat breakfast. I know I'm a stickler for that. I used to just eat lunch and dinner and figure that, by me not eating, skipping that breakfast meal, that's helping me lose some weight, but nah, it's really not. Because what you're actually doing is you're causing your body to grab onto food throughout the day. If you're eating at lunch and dinner, just imagine, if you wait to eat at lunch, your body's going to hold on to that food or that fat, until it's able to burn it off. And if you're waiting till dinner to eat again, you're still storing that fat from early in the day. So what you want to do is you want to eat breakfast. Breakfast should be the most important meal of the day, and you should eat a healthy breakfast. And they're saying that you can actually curb your cravings by eating waffles or eating oatmeal, which is something that I eat. Oatmeal is my favorite now. Back in the day, I couldn't stand oatmeal. I guess because my mom used to try to force us to eat it so much. So I hated oatmeal. I love oatmeal and I love waffles. By eating oatmeal or waffles, you can actually turn off your desire for fatty foods for the rest of your day. And when you skip breakfast, your brain processes the thoughts of food differently, which makes you prone to choose high-calorie foods, which I just spoke about earlier. Definitely choose to eat breakfast. If you don't like oatmeal, you don't like waffle, try eating something like an omelet or some fruits, yogurt. Yogurt and fruit is a real good one too. You definitely want to catch your breakfast meal so that you can not, think differently. You don't want to eat high calorie foods throughout the day. Okay, you can actually drop a dress size by flipping a switch, cutting off the lights. This one got me kind of in the head a little bit too. I was like, okay, why would I drop a dress size by flipping a switch? So basically, studies have shown that darkness actually is a slimming secret, and basically sleeping while exposed to light throws off your body's inner clock, and that actually makes you hungry at times when your body thinks it should be resting. So just imagine, if you're sleeping with the light on and your body's thinking, okay, well, it's time to get up, it's time to eat. So by you dimming the lights a little bit from time to time, or you're actually sleeping with your lights on, not only will it reduce your thought process or your body's process of wanting to eat food, it's also gonna, for number one, this is the most obvious one, lower your light bill. And I'm bad for that. I sleep with the lights on and the TV on. I can't sleep without noise. And it also, believe it or not, dark bedrooms can also lower your risk of cancer, which is really weird. I didn't think that was possible, but researchers has found that light disrupts normal cell division and activates genes that can raise your risk of diseases. So that's definitely a new one for me. I never in a million years would have thought that cutting your lights off would reduce your risk of diseases. And which another good tip, which is tip number 4, is to make weight loss permanent by logging on. Okay, with the electronic age and the computer age, there's so many different forums and sites and blogs out there. You'll have to excuse the dog from barking. That's my neighbor's dog. But anyway, he's a Saint Bernard. He's very loud. But yeah, so by logging on to different websites, they have forums, support groups, weight loss groups that can assist you in your weight loss journey. One good site that I actually had the honor of accessing is called sparkpeople.com, and that's spelled SPARK people.com. And there's also another one that's called NutriMirror.com, which is NUTRI mirror.com. And studies have shown that those who log in frequently have shown to lose more weight in recent studies. So definitely, if you have a support group behind you, that can actually motivate you enough to try to keep losing weight. If you have some people there that are going through the same thing as you're going through, it's definitely a plus to log into different sites. Tip number 5 is actually shed pounds with milk. Another study have shown that drinking at least 3 glasses of milk daily, individuals lost 5 more pounds after 2 years than those with lower intake of dairy products. Also, as workout boosts, add 2 cups of fat-free milk after doing resistance training. Now I know that after doing, me personally, I've done some resistance training. I had a personal trainer at one point, and that was one that he gave to me. Definitely drink milk. Because what happens is when you use your muscle has to replenish. And a lot of people think that you just need to drink water to replenish your muscles. You definitely have to use some type of dairy product to help your muscle build that, to intensify, to keep your resistance training up. I mean, after a while, if you keep just drinking water, your muscle's going to get to the point where it hits a plateau, and you definitely don't want to experience that. I experienced that before going to work out, and it felt like every machine that was in the gym was just coming down on my body because I just couldn't do it anymore. So definitely want to use that tip. And tip number 6, which is the last but most important one to me, and I do this all the time, a good way to block fat absorption is with tea. Lower fat intake by sipping a cup of black tea while you eat. And what happens is black tea has a high level of foliflorus, which is an antioxidant, and that helps prevent the absorption of fats in the digestive system. So if you're a tea drinker, I really didn't like tea at one point. I kind of learned to like tea because especially green tea, I kind of learned the effects of my body, the ways that it affected my body. I always thought that tea was a bad thing because I used to drink it so much from McDonald's. Okay, I'm admitting to it. Yeah, so I drank a lot of McDonald's tea, and after a while I used to think, gosh, I'm just going to the bathroom once, this can't be good. So black tea is definitely a good one that you want to try to help you absorb fat. And it actually, when you drink black tea when you eat, it helps to suppress your appetite. So anything that can help you lose weight, if you have any ideas, if you have any tips for Tips Tuesday, definitely keep sending in those comments, those questions, sending those tips. If you would like to be a phone-in guest on Let's Talk to LT, fill out the contact form below. And also, if you want to comment on today's show, if you go to your right, there's a comment form. Go ahead and feel free to comment on the show as well. If you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, good or bad, I would prefer good, but definitely want to hear from you guys on that as well. And I'm just looking forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. I hope you guys are continuing to have a great week. It's been fun these past 2 days. I know it's only been 2 days, but hopefully I can say that 5-10 years from now. So thank you guys for joining me today on Let's Talk to LT, and have a wonderful, safe week. And I love you guys on purpose. Bye.